My name is Sophia. I went to a group reading with my mother a few months ago, and we actually got read by Teresa.
Just relax, enjoy, but more importantly, embrace the most amazing and beautiful messages from your loved ones. I heard, isn't my sister beautiful? Is this your brother?
Yes.
I felt a bit uneasy. The Greek Orthodox faith doesn't look too kindly upon mediums, psychics. You know, it's not God's work. And, you take that with a grain of salt as you're growing up.
People are skeptic for many different reasons, whether it be a faith, or they just don't understand or believe that there is an afterlife. Whatever it is, trust me, that does not stop spirit from coming through and sending a message.
What Teresa was saying, there was no way she could know beforehand. So she was definitely getting her information from somewhere.
Did you actually see like 2 butterflies in the backyard or something?
2 butterflies have been chasing me for the last 2 months.
Please know that that is your husband and your son.
2 butterflies, kamikazes, I would call them. They just came and zipped right in front of my face or came right at my chest. 2 white butterflies. There's just no way she could have known. There's no way she could have found out anything that she said. This is a gift. This is a talent that Teresa has, and she's sharing it.
Spirit's unbelievable. I mean, they are able to reach out and show us signs and symbols in so many different ways. This is why it's so important that whatever goes on around you that is odd, weird, different, a coincidence, or something might just happen and you might just think of your loved one, please embrace that as a message from them. Did you speak on behalf of your brother?
Yes. At the wake.
Did you tell funny stories about your brother? He goes, Teresa, my memorial was like one of your readings. You cry in 1 minute, you laugh in the next minute. That amazing and beautiful tribute that my sister gave me, he says he wants to thank you for that. He wants to know how proud he is of you and the young, beautiful woman that you've grown up to be.
When he passed away, it was so sudden, and I was 14, and it was just craziness and madness. And I didn't have the time that I was supposed to have with him. When she mentioned that he was proud of me, I thought to myself, he's proud of me that I kept going and I didn't just give up on everything, because I could have given up so many times, but I just, I stayed in school, I kept going. So getting some recognition kind of helps me to keep pushing forward.
How do you connect with the number 6?
This 6th of January is when his father died.
Okay.
This
And
year.
he says, please know that I was there to greet Dad's soul when it left the physical body and that Dad was not alone.
Peter was the calm and I am the storm. Peter was the thinker, the determined one. I am the one who goes for it and thinks later sometimes.
She's the loud one. My dad was the quiet one.
He was very quiet.
Did your husband hardly talk about your son's passing?
You're right, yes.
Because I just saw something that I don't know if I can emotionally get through. When your son stood there with his arms out and your husband actually ran to him and sobbed uncontrollably. He can't stop crying, your husband. He goes, Teresa, he says, I could not do this here in the physical world. He says, I wish I told your mother how much she had healed me and got me through the most devastating time in my life. He says, but I never told her and thanked her for that.
The most important thing that Teresa told me that night was that he just wanted to thank me for standing by him.
It's really good to know that they're together and that, my dad can finally kind of let go of all the pain that he had.
Being able to hear from them just kind of maybe restore their faith and hope in knowing that they are still with us and that one day we will be all together again.
I think both of us going together was almost like a therapy session. We could both hear it at the same time. I wasn't going to tell her about it later or forget details. We both took it in as she said it.
Since the reading, we can talk about my son, we can talk about my husband, and smile, and we'll be okay. If I feel bluesy, sometimes I just look up and I say hello.
I want to thank you all for coming. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
If you pictured a medium, you would picture somebody kind of in like a cloak or like something like that, and here she is in like her little stilettos, and I thought that was great.